रिकॉर्ड कहाँ पे होएगा ये?
Hello, Namaskar. Welcome to this podcast hosted by Mr. Anurag and Soham. This is our first video on this channel, so both the audio and the video is going to be, I would say, not up to the mark. But please bear with us for the first few videos. If you are one of those subscribers who sticks along for a long time and comes back to this video after a year or two to check how our journey began, this is where it all started.
एब्सोल्युटली, बिल्कुल सही कहा सोहम तुमने। ये ही इसी तरह की चीजें होती हैं जिससे किसी भी एक नई चीज की शुरुआत होती है। ऐसे ही शुरुआत में बेसिक इश्यूज आते हैं, हर कोई जीरो से शुरुआत करता है। पर जैसे बोलते हैं कि इट्स नेवर टू लेट बट इट्स बेटर टू स्टार्ट। सो आई एम सो हैप्पी दैट वी आर स्टार्टिंग दिस एंड इट्स अबाउट 11:50 p.m. in the night, and just imagine like how did this idea come to us, like 20 minutes back, and we suddenly decided we are going to start this channel। तो अच्छा लगा यार कि अपन कुछ कर रहे हैं। हम लोग कितना बात करते हैं क्रिकेट के बारे में, मैं सोच नहीं सकता कि मेरे को सपने भी क्रिकेट के आते हैं, क्या हो रहा है कैसे हो रहा है। और अपन जब बात करते हैं तो लगता है कि हाँ, लाइक दिस इज द बेस्ट लाइक थिंग इन अ डे दैट वी हैव डिस्कस्ड। मतलब माइंड को काफी रिफ्रेशिंग फील होता है। तो तो आई एम हैप्पी दैट वी स्टार्टेड दिस एंड चलो आज का कार्यक्रम शुरू किया जाए। आज के कार्यक्रम में हम सबसे पहले शुरुआत करते हैं उस एक बहुत ही बड़े अ, पल की, जो इंडियन क्रिकेट T20 क्रिकेट हिस्ट्री में हुआ वर्ल्ड कप जीतने के बाद। ऑफ कोर्स हम लोग जीत गए, वो एक अलग इमोशन है, लेकिन उसके साथ में हमारे तीन दिग्गज खिलाड़ी जो करीब एवरेज लगाए तो 15 साल से इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम की, दे वर सर्विंग इंडियन क्रिकेट एंड नाउ दे bid adieu to open some space for the youngsters who have just who we just saw in Zimbabwe. We just saw glimpses of that. So start with Rohit Sharma, Kohli, and Mr. Jaddu. So, Mr. Soham, because I know your love for Rohit Sharma being Mumbaikar, Maharashtrian, and क्योंकि मैं फील कर पाता हूँ जब भी मैं कभी भी किसी महाराष्ट्र या किसी खिलाड़ी के बारे में थोड़ा सा, तो आई कैन सेंस दैट लव कि हाँ। तो रोहित शर्मा के साथ हम शुरू करते हैं। आप बताओ रोहित शर्मा के आप फैन कैसे बने, और कब से आपने क्रिकेट फॉलो करना शुरू किया, और रोहित शर्मा आपकी मतलब कब से वो आपका हीरो बना?
सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि तीनों प्लेयर जड्डू, रोहित और कोहली, मतलब दे हैव बीन द फेस फॉर इंडियन क्रिकेट फॉर द पास्ट डिकेड एंड हाफ, आई वुड से. So, like, I know this World Cup wasn't the same for everyone, especially Jadeja. So, I know a lot of people like to say that he's like in the he's in a situation where people say chicken dinner with zero kills, right? But uh, Jadeja's legacy is way bigger than that, right? Like, it's way bigger than that. So, I mean, coming back to the question, I first came to know about Rohit Sharma when he was not selected for the 2011 World Cup. This was around like 13 years ago, and I was 10 years old. Uh, I remember watching the 2007 final, the T20 World Cup, but I was not very aware of how a team is selected or which players weren't selected and what was like MS Dhoni's thought process behind selecting each and every player, like taking a young team to Johannesburg and all that thought behind it. So when he was dropped in this in 2011, there was a lot of chat about like why Virat Kohli was selected and why not Rohit Sharma, right? So Virat Kohli had been performing for quite a few years, like 2009, 2010, and Rohit Sharma didn't have the best of those seasons. Like he was taken to Sri Lanka, he didn't perform well, so he was dropped, right? And like players, like I remember there were some players like Manoj Tiwari who were considered ahead of Rohit Sharma at that time, right? And Rohit Sharma kind of like disappeared from the scene. And one, the player who was once thought of becoming like the next big thing in Indian cricket suddenly seemed to have like disappeared, and he didn't like no like selectors were not keen on looking at him for the next decade or like, at least for the next 5 years. It was Virat Kohli and it was to some extent was Manoj Tiwari as well because he could bowl at that time. And in 2012, I remember India toured Sri Lanka, right? And this was a five-match series which India won, obviously, because India doesn't lose against Sri Lanka, I guess now. So, and Rohit Sharma had a disastrous series. Like he scored like single digits throughout